Going on, Tiffany Rummel coming to you live from Raleigh, North Carolina. Happy Friday fun day. Hopefully you guys have some fun plans for the weekend. And I just wanted to start by saying thank you for all of those of you who have been tuning into my live broadcast this week. So for those who don't know, I am doing a 30-day video challenge. So I will be doing a live video every day for at least the next 30 days. So if you've been finding them valuable, please subscribe to my notifications so that you can get notified every time I go live. I think that there's a drop down on either this side or this side, and if you click on it, it'll let you subscribe to notifications. So if you're just joining me, let me know where you are coming in from and what you are up to on this Friday morning. And since it's Friday and it's almost the weekend, typically Kareem and I do a lot of our travel booking and travel research over the weekends. So I thought that it would be a fun topic for Friday to talk to you guys about the 3 best tips we have for getting the best travel deals. So I'm going to touch on our favorites for how we get best car rental deals, hotels, and flights. So with that, I'll start with car rentals. So this is actually something that we learned really recently and it's become very valuable. But there's a website called AutoSlasher. So if you've heard it, drop a 1 in the comments below. I hadn't heard about it before, but one of my friends recommended it to me. And essentially, you can input a car reservation that you already have booked, and they will actually notify you if they find a cheaper price. So typically what I recommend is I would go, or usually my husband will go because I like to make him do the travel bookings and he tends to like doing the car rentals. So you go on Kayak and you're going to want to find the cheapest price for a car rental. So go on Kayak, find the cheapest price, go to that specific website. So if you find that dollar is the cheapest for the car that you're looking for, go to the dollar website, book it through dollar. You can search online if you want to find some coupons to try and get a 10% off discount or those sort of things. And make sure you're booking a free cancellation reservation with that rental car company. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go over to autoslasher.com. And you can actually input your car rental reservation number, whether it's from Alamo or Dollar or whoever you booked it with, and you essentially submit it to them and they will send you a notification anytime they find a cheaper price. And I'm pretty sure that almost every single time we've used this, they have always come back with at least a cheaper price. So you can go ahead and book that new reservation. And the even better thing is that you can enter that reservation number with them again, and they will let you know if it becomes cheaper again. So pretty awesome tool. Doesn't take a lot of work, and they will essentially email you anytime they find it cheaper. So if you're looking for car rentals, definitely highly recommend checking out that website. Secondly is for hotels. So one of our favorite deals, if you will, that we've been using and use all the time is what's called a best rate guarantee. So if you guys have heard of the best rate guarantee, drop a 2 in the comments below. But essentially, hotel companies prefer that you book with them, right? They don't want you to go out and book with third parties like Kayak or Hotwire or Priceline or any of those sites. They prefer you book directly with them. And to be honest, I prefer to book directly with a hotel, right? Typically you get better benefits, and I just don't like dealing with third-party websites. So in order to do that, they incentivize their clients to actually book with them directly. So if you're able to find the same price or better somewhere, well, really better somewhere else, you can essentially submit a best rate guarantee to that hotel, and they will come back and actually give you a discount and match that price for you. So our 2 favorites, because to me they're some of the best, is both Marriott and Hilton. So if you find a cheaper price somewhere else, you can submit your claim. Again, same as with the car rentals, always make sure you are booking the free cancellation, right? Because sometimes it doesn't go through, sometimes they don't accept your request, and you can go back and try again. So I always recommend going with the free cancellation option. And you essentially book a reservation with Hilton or Marriott, for example. You submit a claim saying, hey, I just booked a reservation with you within the past 24 hours, but Kayak over here is offering it for $100 cheaper. Can you match this price? So they will take about 24 to 48 hours to review your claim. And if they agree with you that, yep, you're right, you found it cheaper somewhere else, they will not only match that lower price, they will give you an additional 25% off your reservation. So, I mean, that can be a big difference. If the other price you found externally is couple $100 cheaper, plus you get another 25% off of that, it's really fantastic. So Hilton and Marriott are two of my favorites because they have 25%. You can look at just about any hotel chain and they probably have a similar option, but I've seen them as low as 10%. So those are my two favorites. The other ones that are my favorites are Intercontinental Hotel Group as well as Choice Hotels. Choice Hotels, they're a lower quality brand hotel chain, if you will, but both them and Intercontinental, if you, same thing, find a lower price somewhere else, they will actually give you one free night, which is pretty fantastic. So even if you're only staying for one night at a hotel, if you find it cheaper somewhere else and submit your claim, they will give you that one night free. So you literally can have a free hotel stay if you find the deal. So we've used that multiple times. So definitely highly recommend anytime you are booking a hotel that you look into this option. It really doesn't require any knowledge about points or miles or credit cards or anything. It is literally submitting a claim. So definitely recommend that for hotels. The other thing, if you are into more of the points and miles game that you can look at is potentially, if you're looking at paying for your hotel, is looking at actually buying points and reserving your hotel with points. Now you have to be careful because a lot of times availability for reward stays aren't always as accessible or easy to find. The one that I have found that works pretty well is Intercontinental. So you can buy their points for $70 for 10,000 points, and a lot of their hotels are in the 50 to 60,000 point range for hotel stay. So that's anywhere from $280 to $420 for a single night stay. So that might seem like a lot, but if you are trying to stay at a really expensive hotel, then this one can come in handy. So it's one of those things, if you're staying somewhere that is really expensive, this could work. We used this when we went to Bora Bora. Typically, the hotel there that we stayed at specifically was over $900 to $1,000 per night. And simply by using this trick, I think at the time it was 50,000 points per night. Times 70 was $350 a night. So we saved over $500 per night just by buying the points and booking them with that. So those are my two tips for you if you are looking for better hotel rates. And the last one I always get questions around is flights. Like, I want to get better flights and travel deals. What do I do? There's a lot of options out there. If you are specifically looking to pay for a flight, to be honest, over the past 4 years, we have not actually paid money out of pocket for very many flights at all. We're always using points, miles, rewards, or something like that. So it's very few and far between that we pay for flights. But if you're looking to just get the best price that you can, I would just recommend going to Kayak. You can search for your flight, and they actually have a little estimator there. Well, they'll tell you the confidence that you should have to buy this flight. So if the price is really good and they don't foresee that it's ever going to get cheaper, then they'll tell you, you know what, you should just go ahead and buy it now. If it's a really high price and they expect that the price will go down, they'll have a low percentage and they'll say, you know what, you should probably wait and buy. So if you're looking for a paid option, I would just go with Kayak and go based on their recommendations. The second more preferred option, which typically we use, is around rewards, right? So using points, using miles. There's lots of different options out there. What I typically try and tell people is, if you're looking to go to a specific destination, right? Like when we wanted to go on our honeymoon, we knew we wanted to go to Bora Bora. I spent time figuring out what was my best options for getting me to Bora Bora. What was the right airline I needed to take? What hotel was I going to stay at so that I could figure out what I needed to get in order to get to Bora Bora, right? So I was very specific on American Airlines miles and Intercontinental because I knew that's where we were going to stay. Now, if you're just on the other side where you're like, look, I don't have anything particularly in mind of where I want to go, I just want to be traveling more, then I would look at more of a generic credit card that's going to give you the best bang for your buck. So typically, right now, some of our favorites are the Chase Sapphire, both preferred and reserve. So you might have seen it recently, but the Reserve is what their new travel credit card. It's kind of their elite card. They were offering a 100,000 point bonus on it a couple months ago, but I know that has since gone away. But I think they actually still have it available. I think you still get a 50,000 point bonus. It is a $450 annual fee, which sounds like a lot, and it is. But you do get a lot of perks with it. So you get a $300 travel credit per year. So if you're already traveling and booking either hotels or flights, you're going to get $300 back. So you're really only paying about $150 a year. But on top of that, you get a lot of additional benefits in terms of you get 3% cash back towards flights as well as hotels. So that's really great, as well as dining. So we eat out a lot. We live in the city, so we spend a lot of money on that. So 3% is actually really great. If you book flights through them using your points, you actually get a 50% increase in the value of them. And my favorite part of that is Chase actually lets you transfer your points from Chase to certain airline programs. So they will let you transfer your Chase points to Southwest, to United, to Korean Airlines. There's a list of 6, 7, or 8 of them that you can transfer to. And you can get some great, fantastic deals through there. So we have booked round trip tickets to Hawaii for 25,000 points each. So I think currently they are offering a 50,000 point bonus. So if you have that, and they have that on either both the preferred as well as the reserve option, you can book 2 round trip tickets to Hawaii for that 50,000 point bonus. So I think that's really fantastic. They let you transfer to Southwest. We personally have the Southwest Companion Pass that some of you guys have heard me talk about before. So being able to transfer your Chase points to Southwest is really great. So those are the tips that I'd recommend if you are specifically looking for flight deals. Again, if you're looking for a paid option, I would just search for Kayak, find your best price. But if you are really enthusiastic and really optimistic, I would go with looking into credit card deals that specifically work for the type of travel you are looking for. So I hope that was helpful. If you found any of these tips helpful, please share this post and let me know what your favorite tip from today's video was. And don't forget, if you are enjoying my post, please feel free to subscribe to my notifications, and we will see you on tomorrow's broadcast. Happy Friday!